obviously, you know, you need to stop the short losing streak tonight. Can you talk about Syndergaard, not only what he did, but getting through that seventh inning to give your bullpen just a little bit of a break tonight?
Yeah, well, he's really good. He's going to be really good. He's going to stay really good. He does brings a lot of things to the table. He, you know, when you run your guy out there, you know, you just say, look, we've got to ride this guy for a while. And got to the sixth inning, and Dan and I decided we'd let him go 105 tops, and sure enough, he goes out and shuts it down in the seventh inning, which gets us to the back end of that bullpen, which is where we wanted to get to and give those other guys a night off. But, you know, Noah's he's a special guy. I mean, he knows when he's got to rise up. I go back a couple years ago when, you know, when Hart was in his streak, there was a time where, you know, he went out there and our bullpen was tired, and he said, I'll get you to the eighth, and did. And that's what Noah's got to do.
Yeah, who's next? Yeah, Kenny.
Terry, how would you summarize Jay Bruce's first week back, and then Conforto's first start of the season? Yeah,
well, you know, Jay's really been swinging good. And, you know, Kenny, I'll tell you, you know, I told you these major league players, you know, they have an ego, they have pride, and this guy told me in spring training, he said, listen, I am the guy you traded for. He said, you know, I had the worst month of my career in New York. I understand that, but I'm a run producer. And he's showing that right now. He's swinging the bat very well, seeing the ball right or left-handed, doesn't matter who's throwing. And you got to, I mean, you just got to applaud Michael Conforto, a young guy put in a tough role. You know, he doesn't get a lot of playing time, and yet, I said before the game tonight, those kind of guys are hungry. And Michael wants to stay here. He wants to be in this lineup, and I just had an idea that tonight he was going to do something, and that was a big hit for him.
Yeah, Tony.
Terry, I have to ask, does Conforto's night give you any pause as you fill out tomorrow's lineup card?
No.
Why not? Just because of the situation you have?
You know, Tony, any night somebody hits a homer doesn't mean they're going to be in the lineup every day. You know, and yeah, but the biggest question is, who are we taking out? You know, we knew coming into the season that we had a good outfield, very good. We are a home run hitting team. He's part of that. We're going to a ballpark where balls fly. You know, I might pitch him. That way I can hit him ninth. Who knows what I'm going to do tomorrow. But right now I'm probably going to go back to the outfield we've had. And again, you know, when you're not an everyday player, I just think it's important to get four bats here and there to keep you sharp. And you never know, tomorrow I can walk him up there maybe with the game on the line, and you know, at least he's more comfortable getting in the batter's box. But I'm sorry, Jay. I'm done.
Who's next? Okay, Brian.
Terry, the third inning, the two caught stealings there, is that kind of the reason you want Rene in there every few days? Yes, it is. You know, and I tell you, when D took off for third base, Noah's time at the plate was pretty good too. You know, he wasn't 1-7, because if you're 1-7 with him, you're not going to ever throw him out. And Noah gave Rene a chance to make a play, and certainly that's why he catches Noah, because I just think they mesh very good together, and you know, teams are going to be a little more hesitant to run now that Noah's speeded things up.
Do you ever think about the blister?
No, blister's fine.
As you're on these first two games, and you've kind of done what you said you were going to do and pitch off the two-seamer much more than the four-seamer, I mean, how comfortable have you gotten pitching that way, and how effective do you think it's been?
I feel good with my two-seamer, and I feel good with all my pitches right now, especially slider, changeup, curveball. It doesn't matter the count. I feel like I can throw it in any scenario. You know, just been able to work with Dan between my sides, make sure my mechanics are toned down, and I'm staying within myself and make sure I'm able to deliver a quality pitch.
Because it doesn't seem to move so much. Like, because you're using it so much more, been able to figure out like how much pressure to apply, how much to get it to not break too far out of the zone or whatever it might be.
I don't really think about that. I just kind of try to keep my upper body as relaxed as possible, and really use my legs to drive towards home plate, and just kind of let my arms whip through the zone and let the rest of the work, or the grip do the work.
I'm sorry, Terry praised you for getting to play faster with the two caught stealing. Do you feel you really improved in that as far as holding guys closer and getting the ball faster than playing?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I think it just starts with our coaching staff because, you know, without them, I wouldn't have been able to limit or to quicken my time towards home plate. So I'm very thankful for them. But other than that, I feel like I'm getting better. I'm still not where I want to be, but there's always room for improvement and being able to contain the running game.
Michael, during the offseason and spring training, you heard a lot of things about the crowded outfield, and you kind of did a good job of them shutting out that outside noise. How do you still prepare for a game knowing that, you know, whether you play, when Juan comes back, maybe things might be different? How do you kind of just focus on the game?
I just keep doing what I've been doing. You know, I don't see it as being all that tough. You know, I try to focus on my job that day. You know, I know if I'm going to be in the lineup or if I'm, you know, going to be coming off the bench. And today was a day that I was fortunate enough to be in the lineup and play center field. So I try not to think about all that stuff that I can't control, and that's kind of been the theme throughout the off season, throughout this year. Just focus on what I can control, and you know, that's going out there, doing my job, being ready when my name's called.